want to I want to talk about pay it forward. I'm drinking today, but just water. All right, so I'm gonna make this quick, but I wanted to come on here because it is August and I'm doing this live beta thing all month long. And I figured I'd pop on here and talk to you about guys about something that is kind of like weighing on my mind right now. But I do want to show you. Look at Chloe in her cute, sexy dress, her little summer dress. Even though I'm sitting here in a hooded sweatshirt, but whatever. I'm just planning on kind of chilling and relaxing for the rest of the night. Greg and I'll probably watch some TV, probably pull out a book and read a book for the rest of the night. But Greg and I did go to Xfinity this morning to the Xfinity store, and we were looking at our cell phone options. And I think we're going to go with Comcast / Xfinity. We'll probably get that done next Saturday. So I'm kind of excited about that because it's going to reduce our cell phone bill by, I don't know, about $120 or $30. So that'll be good. So we've got that going on. While Greg and I were out today, this is what I really wanted to talk about. While Greg and I were out today, we went and got lunch. And there was an old couple that was sitting like next to us, and Greg overheard them talking about like money. And we do this occasionally, like when we go out, we'll like see somebody and we'll just be like, well, let's go ahead and just like pay for their meal. Right? It's kind of random. We don't go with a plan that while we're at the restaurant today, we're going to pay for somebody's meal. Sometimes it just like happens that way. But I have a serious problem with like the whole pay it forward thing. Like in our community, there is a Facebook group, and people will go on the Facebook group and they'll say, I want to thank the person who paid for my Starbucks coffee in the drive-through, and I paid it forward, and I hope everybody else does too. And I'm just like, to me, that defeats the purpose of pay it forward. Are you following me so far? Because like in my thinking, I'm like, well, if somebody's doing a pay it forward, you shouldn't feel obligated to do it for the next person behind you, right? And to me, how I feel about it is like, if I'm doing pay it forward and well, pay it forward. If I'm paying for somebody's meal, hey KMP, if I'm paying for somebody's meal, I just want them to be like, oh, wow, that was a nice thing for somebody to do. And normally, like if we pay for somebody's meal or whatever it is, we try to do it like very discreetly. Like we'll just like ask our waitress, like, hey, we know that's your table. Can we, get their bill and just pay it? And then we'll pay it and we'll leave, right? Because I don't want somebody to like, I guess, see us. I like just want to like swoop in and swoop out. And to me, I would just like for them to say, like maybe one day if they're out and somebody needs a hand with something or whatever, I just hope that, like they'll pay it forward in that type of respect. Like, let's say that somebody is like over on the side of the road and, like you have a flat tire and you're like, I remember this day when somebody did something nice and I'm going to pay it forward in this way, like do one kind deed, but it doesn't have to be like immediately after somebody does something for you. I just think it's ridiculous. If I'm in a line at Starbucks and I pay for somebody's whatever, I don't even go to Starbucks, but I pay for their drink that they're getting behind me. And then that person feels obligated to pay for the other person's thing. So then you're kind of like taking away the good that I did because all you did was like I don't know. I just don't like that immediate chain. I just don't like the immediate chain. Guess who? No clue. Actually, I'm scared now. CTG. I'm so scared. I don't know what that stands for. So, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. So that's kind of like what I just wanted to say about that. Like, I don't know if I'm the only person who just kind of feels that the whole pay it forward thing can get like a little like crazy and ridiculous. I just whatever. I just wanted to say that. I ramble about that stuff. And it bothers me sometimes that people do that. But anyway, so I have two books. So, Jonathan, I was talking about Greg and I went out to eat um, earlier, and we paid for a couple's meal that they were like next to us. And we like kind of overheard they were having like some, they weren't in the best financial situation. So we just wanted to pay for their lunch. And I was saying that I don't like when people do the pay it forward thing. Like if I'm like the example I was using was Starbucks. If I'm in line at Starbucks and I'm paying for the person behind me, and then that person pays for the person behind them, then you're kind of like canceling out the good that I just did in a point. Thank you. I mean, we do that stuff like every so often. Greg and I were just like on a good mission this morning. We got up this morning. We were up at 5 o'clock this morning. I had so much energy. Greg and I started packing some things up so that we could give some items to charity. So we give to the vets, and they come with their truck and they pick up whatever excess stuff we have. I'm cold. I'm always cold, but it's not really cold here. It's 87 degrees here, so no, it's not really cold. But I know I'm wearing a sweatshirt, so you can do. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Chloe's wearing a summer dress. Go figure. So yeah, so I am drinking my water today and being good, and we're just gonna kind of relax for the rest of the evening. But I wanted to hop on here and kind of like just talk about this whole pay it forward thing because I kind of have an issue with it. Maybe I'm the only person who feels like that. Like if somebody's doing something good for you, no wine today, no wine today. I don't think, babe, no wine today, right? He's not even paying attention to me. I think it's a no wine. So anyway, he said not yet. He said not yet. So who knows? I may come on here later with another video chat. Who knows? Maybe I can keep my like emotions in check this time. There was a frog on my window last night. If you watched my blessed video at the end of my video, you'll see the frog. It was a cute frog. First time we've ever seen a frog out here. Now, we did find a turtle. Well, we know there's a turtle. We know there's a turtle in the garden because the turtle's eaten some of the tomatoes. We had that problem last year, too. Forgot about it until it happened to us this year. And I was like, oh, yeah, we did have that problem last year. So, but the game plan for this evening is to probably like watch a movie or just some kind of like mindless television and have a nice dinner and relax because next week is going to be kind of crazy before heading into my vacation because Greg has surgery in about a week. So we've got all that kind of stuff going on too. So, all right. Well, I wanted to just pop on here like real quick. I told Greg I was going to make it short. So I'm going to make this short. I'm going to go head out in the living room and chill with my boys. And if I do drink any wine, then I'll be back on. But if I don't drink any wine, then I probably won't be back on. Because you have to have wine with friends, right? Right. All right, y'all. Thanks for stopping in. And I'll see you guys in the next live, whenever that may be.